Well, that was a wild night of Survivor. A tiebreaker vote, a somewhat blindside to me, and the Survivor auction coming back. I can't lie, some of this episode I missed because the Paramount Plus app on my phone wasn't loading post auction, but I kind of caught up on everything on Twitter, so let's just get into it here on Island Analysis and figure out what the hell happened, what I liked, and what does this mean moving forward in the game. That's right. The auction came back. And before we get into who got voted out, how that all worked, it was so great and so sad to watch Andy be so bad at finding these little cash areas, like these little cash tubes, and the amount of like clips they had of him walking like within like a centimeter away from it, and him not knowing was just hilarious. It was great. Him not having any money was, I felt bad for. If I was Sierra, I would have included him. Maybe, I mean, Gabe, and unless Gabe and what is her name? Caroline haven't been on any food rewards yet. I can understand giving, sharing the reward, but then I might have shared something with Andy because he didn't get a chance to get anything. But that was hilarious to see. One thing I gotta say about the auction I'm not a fan of, why do we gotta lose a vote? Why can't we just, again, I say this each and every week on the show, why can't we just have basic things work in basic ways? And Survivor has worked that way for so many years. Why do we need to have an auction, which is fun at wondering if people could get something good or get something bad, and even the money twist I like, and then you add the whoever has the highest amount at the end of this auction, and we don't know when it's going to end, loses their vote. Because all you end up doing is after 5, anybody who has the highest amount spends the highest amount. It's such a boring way to ruin the auction. Let it just be a random number of items. Don't have to have a lost vote. The loss is not getting anything at the auction or getting something bad. Like, just do that. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS. I think we need to add another S. Keep it simple, stupid Survivor. We don't need to lose votes. We don't need that. It was interesting to see Kyle eat the chicken. It felt like Survivor was trying to treat it like it was like a big moment, when in reality I'm sure it's something that Kyle isn't exactly happy he did, and the tribe kind of cheering him on as he does that. A little bit weird vibes as he's somebody who wants to be vegan or now vegetarian, but realizes it's valuable for him in that moment, and part of me wonders exactly how his body will react to having meat if he hadn't had it for years. It didn't stop him from winning immunity later on, but just felt like a little bit weird of a moment. Am I kind of wrong in that? That like everybody was cheering him eating meat for the first time when he's like someone who's chosen to be a vegetarian and vegan? A little bit awkward vibes. Kind of happy to see Kyle win immunity to kind of come back from that. I'm growing on Kyle bit by bit. I don't think he has a winner's chance. I do think the minute he loses immunity, now that he's won it 3 straight weeks, at least as some form of it, he'll be booted out. But Andy being able to get both tribes on the God away, having a split vote that tied on Sam and Sierra being the one who goes home, was surprising to me. I would have bet money that Sam out of those two would have been the first ones to go home, but Sierra is the first one to go. And during this episode, the main thing I think we saw, the Soul Train update, is that Soul was able to really build up a great relationship with Rachel. Rachel herself found an idol and used her shot in the dark to gauge if she needed to use the idol. A very smart play. I like that from Rachel. And Soul seems to be building up a lot of trust and potentially a lot of allies in the game. He's moving up my player strength ranking list. He's number 3 now. Number 2 is Teeny. Teeny being a big part of this vote, I think, is another reason why I think she's very much going to be having her way all the way towards the end. I think she's been a big narrator of the season. I don't know if she'll make the final 3 or if she'll be one of the final boss before the final 3, but Teeny is somebody I'm heavily invested in as a just person in general, but she has big winner potential. But still, the person that I think is far and away, like 95% in my opinion, going to win this season is Caroline. The edit just seems to be working her way, and everybody around her seems to be become bigger targets before her. Obviously, Sierra out here now takes out one of the other people who I thought could be a win equity target later on in the game. Rachel, and there's a little bit of a worry. Rachel has her head on her. Some content seems to be going her way in a better way. She was featured heavily in the beginning of the season with Andy and that relationship, so maybe that will become something of focus later on. But it is definitely... Rachel's moving up pretty significantly too. But, yeah... Sierra going home. I did not see her going home before Sam. She is the mayor of Ponderosa. She is the first on the jury. And we'll have to see where things go. Again, Kyle, Gabe are my big, people who could go out at any moment if things don't go right. Sam is there now too. And we'll see how he's able to reintegrate now that he was kind of a split vote option. So easily could have gone home. And we'll see if Soul, Teeny, and others can start building up a majority area, or will we start to see people shift and maybe jump on the Caroline side, the Caroline Sue side, and end up doing well. I don't know. My gut still tells me, Caroline is my favorite to win the game. I just think Caroline is far and away the best edited person as a winner edit. She's far and away in the best position overall in the game, I feel. I just think she's playing the game well. She seems very smart. The game seems to be flowing in some ways through her, or at least it makes a point to make the game feel like it flows through her. Caroline is my number 1 pick to win. Teeny number 2, Soul number 3, and Rachel number 4. Genevieve, she's fallen down a little bit for me. I know she's high for some people, but again, maybe I missed something in the second half of the episode, but And then the rest of the Blue Tribe, I mean, Sue I think will last a while, but I don't think Gabe and Kyra are that long, and I don't think that Andy and Sam are that long. But tell me your thoughts on this episode down below. Did you like the auction? Do you wish they would just let people keep their votes instead of taking it away? How do you feel about Rachel's play overall? And yeah, what a wild episode of Survivor 47, and a season that I've kind of been really enjoying a whole lot. And even though Sierra, one of my favorite players, left, I see a lot of people happy that she's gone here. Justice for Annika. I still think she made the right move with Annika being gone. I don't think that really mattered too much overall for her in this position, because she still probably would have been seen as a threat with Sam. But that's going to be it for this video. Again, like and subscribe down below. Check out my movie reviews. It's going to be coming out in Fire this week. And then next week, we're going to start up our Arcane Season 2 reaction reviews live on the channel. I'll see you all there. I appreciate everybody who's watching these videos, and I can't wait to see who's next on Survivor hitting that jury. But as we leave, we're going to remember Sierra on her way out.